Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the eCom Sellers podcast. I have with me my co-host, my partner in crime,
Kelly the eCom Mom Ward.
and Kelly and I come to you every Tuesday to talk with you about e-commerce news, tips, and more in the eCom Sellers podcast. So share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the eCom Sellers podcast. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd love for you to do that. So with that, Kelly and I haven't chatted for a little bit. What have you been up to?
Just working. I've been picking up a couple extra shifts at work, or covering for the other nurse. So we're doing a lot of work, and also trying to get ramping up more on getting stuff listed. Because I kind of got slacked off on that. So I've been really working on being more consistent with listing,
Okay.
and still just doing a lot of reading and mindset stuff to work with my weight loss. So
High five, my sister. Hello. I am excited for you. That is awesome. That is actually a good thing to focus on because there's just so many other things we could be worrying about in this world, but really we just need to improve our health, especially as we continue to get older. Because if we don't do it now, we will regret it later. So I commend you for that. I need to take a tip from that. Let me just see. So since the last time we talked, we have gone to there's a thing that we go to, special needs family retreat, and we went to that. My son went away to my oldest son went away to another camp. We've been working on the Side Hustle Summit. I actually got sick. I got a bacterial infection.
oh no.
And yeah, I had to go to the emergency room and they had to cut it out of my body. So it was not fun. And I have been sick and I'm on antibiotics. So it is taking a toll on me. Taking like two or three naps. I'm not used to taking naps midday. So this is kind of weird to me. I'm like, why am I sleeping? Why am I taking a nap? So yeah, bacterial infections. I guess Madonna had a bacterial infection. There was another person that was in the news with bacterial infections. They are nothing to play with. Let me just tell you that.
No.
They can shut you down real quick. I feel like I still have residuals of stuff going on. So I've only been on antibiotics for 3 days, I think, for 3 days. So 4 days. But in any case, I'm hoping to be okay. I hope I don't have to revisit the hospital. So, in any case, that was a lot of fun. So, let's get on with the news, shall we, Kelly? The
All
floor.
right. The biggest news that everyone's talking about is the end of the first class package system.
Yeah.
That's coming this week. So it's now going to be, what are they going to call it? They're calling it, right. But basically they're taking the first class package system and parcel select and just kind of Frankensteining it together. And so you will see that if you're shipping out today, it's it says this starts July 7th. So this weekend is when it starts. So you'll probably notice, change in cost. Sorry, my dog thinks he can just bother me whenever. Um,
And he
but
can.
yeah, I'm trying to talk, and now I got dog slobber all over my pants. It's starting July 9th. I'm actually. So that's what, tomorrow. I forget what it is today.
Yeah.
But
Starting tomorrow, the next day, whatever. Keep going.
yeah. Also, besides the first class, there's also the regular first class is going to be going up about 5.4%. The cost of stamps are going up from 63 cents to 66 cents. And media mail and library mail will go up by 7.4%. So There's gonna be, a lot of changes. You'll have to, so if you do a flat rate shipping and not like calculated shipping, um, you might notice that you might have to change your flat rate shipping costs unless you want to build that into your product prices. The difference. Um, but no changes for Priority Mail and Priority Mail Express and the majority of the international pack products. Those prices are staying the same. Um, but uh, with like Amazon, you better have done your Inform Act information, or you're gonna be like me and have your proceeds being withheld with you from right now. Mine is being withheld because I sent the information in, but I guess I haven't gotten to it yet because they like we're withholding your information, your money until
Fantastic.
yeah.
They get, yeah.
And another thing is, this is one of the things I didn't like. When they started was they're taking no chances over the child compliance issues, and so stuff that people are like, this is supposed to be made for adults, but you want me to do child compliance stuff on it when there's not child compliance testing being done on it because it's made for adults. And but Amazon still wants the child compliance testing stuff for like adult backpacks and such, and you know the lead testing, and so a lot of this it hurts a lot of smaller sellers. You know, pretty much just prevents them to sell that stuff on Amazon. And a lot of the larger sellers are pushing back too, like, hey, wait a minute, this is supposed to be, this is a hiking backpack, not a school backpack. Why does it has to follow child compliance laws when it's specifically made, a child wears, they'll fall over because it's too big for them. So it's a lot of regulations and such. Um, Also, some people, the FTC has been getting complaints of people paying to sabotage rival sellers by having, people pay for reviews. They try
Hmm.
to get good reviews for their item. Well, now they pay for reviews to sabotage their rivals by have people pay people to put bad reviews on other sellers. So now the FTC is kind of trying to want to stop that practice. And eBay had a glitch this week, where people couldn't um, list from the drafts. Where'd she go? So um, they're having information saying like draft page not loading, and they weren't able to. A lot of people will over the weekend do a bunch of drafts, especially if they're working, and then each day release a couple of those drafts so that they have uh, listings being completed all throughout the week, and they were having a glitch with that. Find some more information. um he is.
I had a technical issue. All right, go ahead. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I had a technical issue. Everything just crashed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. Nothing like live, is there? Yeah.
Um, I really don't have anything else. I was just talk about how the eBay had a glitch going on, and there wasn't really too much news going on. I think everyone's just going to see how the rise in prices of the shipping's going to be affecting everything.
Yep, that's going to be interesting. All right, so my computer is doing the circles thing again. I don't know what that means. Evidently, I'm gonna have another glitch. I hope not. So let me let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's have no more glitches. Let's just be glitch free. Why don't we? Huh? Let's do that. Let's hope for the best. All right, here we go. Let's try to be glitch free. All right, so our first article comes to us from it's New Jersey. It's a local New Jersey website, and they're talking about Walmart Plus. Of course, Prime Day is this week,
Oh
and so
yeah.
of course, Walmart is trying to get more people to sign up for the Walmart Plus membership. And so they're doing 50% off. And they're offering huge like savings for those people who are Walmart Plus members. So again, Walmart is trying to get more people to sign up for their program, and their subscription has gone up meaning the number of subscribers has gone up a little bit over time. But right now they're giving it 50% off. So if you would like to sign up for the Walmart Plus, this is a great time to do it. And members are going to get a special deal, a special pre deal. They mentioned in this article, of course, talking about Prime Day. So, of course, these dates for Walmart Plus members are being held at the same time. So, yeah, this is a pool for Amazon. As we've said all along, like every time Amazon has deals, promotions, sales, all these selling platforms actually get a boost. So this is another example. And Walmart's taking advantage of that boost in traffic. So that may be a good thing for you. And if you're a Walmart Plus member, remember you could use that to your advantage later on when you are selling in Q4. It's not like with Amazon, like you can't do certain things, but with Walmart Plus, like you could use it to order inventory, have it delivered to your house. You don't ever have to go to the store. I mean, it's just, plus you can pull from multiple locations. I mean, every time I pull up my Walmart Plus app, it gives me about 8 locations. I can't believe I have that many locations, like within a 5 mile radius. That's ridiculous that I would have that many Walmarts. Don't you think? That's a lot of Walmarts. Did I lose Kelly? Who
No,
knows? Nope.
I'm
Okay,
here.
still here. All right. See, I can't tell. The next the next article comes to us from a local Pennsylvania news source and Penn Live. And they're talking about Ollie's is remodeling their stores for the first time. It's probably going to take a while for Texas to be able to see some of the changes to the Ollie's, but Ollie's is remodeling some of the stores, and their stores have been the same. I think they said for like 15, 20 years, something like that. And so this is going to be pretty interesting. So far, they says they've remodeled 32 locations, and they still have more to go. So it probably is not going to be anything major, major, major because they are a discount store, but probably going to be some changes that'll help you if you're sourcing from Ollie's. And so you definitely want to check it out if you have an Ollie's in your area. Let us know in the comments if your store has recently been remodeled. The next comes to us from Tom's Guide, and they are talking about some updates to Google Calendar. And the thing is, this like doesn't directly have anything to do with e-commerce, but it does have to do with being organized. So if you're a person who uses the calendar notifications to do different things to run your business, like reminders to reorder inventory that maybe you sold last year, and so you order it in a certain amount of time to be able to take advantage of, you know, maybe a sale that the wholesale supplier is giving, or discounted prices or whatever. So I use my Google Calendar to remind me about a lot of stuff. I need to order this, I need to order that, I need to source this, I need to list that. And I have all these notifications pop up. And so some of the upgrades that they're making are designed to help save us time. Of course, I'm confident that it's 100% incorporating AI. So you might want to take a look at your Google Calendar and just see what type of enhancements that they are rolling out. But anyway, they're just giving you a heads up that there's some changes coming to the calendar. The next one comes to us again from another local news source. They're talking about the Christmas tree stores. So currently, 70 stores remain in the Christmas tree location, and it says that they're closing the stores in 20 states. What does that mean for you? Well, it might be a huge discount, huge savings on being able to order inventory for Q4. So you might want to check that out if you have a Christmas tree store near you. Sometimes there are pop-up versions of Christmas tree stores, and so with the pop-up versions, they are only there in certain spots, and so they take up that space, and then they come back each year to open space. Um, yeah, so something has been under new ownership since Bed Bath and Beyond, which they declared bankruptcy in 2020. So Christmas tree store shops, or Christmas tree shops. I should stop saying store. Christmas tree shops. If you have one near you, you might want to go take advantage of their store closings because they're filing bankruptcy. The next is comes to us from Vox, and they're talking about oh pricing, the price we pay for low prices. Yeah. This is what I will say. I mean, Walmart has always worked to provide us deals, although over I feel like the last 10 years, their prices has really been creeping, and they do have that whole, what is that little flag thing that they put on it to say that they got a new low price for something? I forget what it's called. And then Amazon has been trying to control prices, and I'm confident that all that has to do with Timu. Timu?
Mhm.
Uh, I feel like Timu is evil. I stopped ordering from them. I stopped sourcing from them. I uninstalled the app. I deleted and unsubscribed from all the emails because there's some history on Timu. And so, what this is doing with Timu coming into the place, and if you guys remember Wish, and then before that, it was some other source, like these are all stores that are designed to, like Timu right now, just is really about collecting data. They sell low cost stuff, yeah, and they're collecting a bunch of stuff so they can retarget you big time. And the impact of the level of service and quality of products just changes because of that. But I thought this was an interesting article. They're talking mainly about Amazon and Walmart, and then the two competing for pricing and how it's impacting buyers and also impacting small businesses. So you might want to check out this article, The Battle of the Wallets. And somewhere in the mix, Timu is coming for all of us, or at least trying to get us to sign up. Do you have a Timu account, Kelly?
Nope. I never. I was like, these prices are just so low. And there has to be something that some
Yeah.
kind of strings attached or something. There's
Oh,
stuff like
there's strings, and people don't
yeah,
realize that. And so there's just a lot of influencers that are touting Timu. I am not touting them. I think like
yeah.
TikTok, they are the devil. But
I came close, but I was like, no. I mean, that stuff's pretty and everything, and paid 79 cents for a T-shirt. Okay, but yeah, but where are they going to get you?
yeah. Well, I mean, if you go and do some research on them and just look for articles, you'll find that there's been a couple of news stories about them, and that they are really data collectors. They are not a retailer. They are truly data collectors, and they are collecting your information. They are retargeting you, and they are also selling your information. That's what they do. So that is exactly what they do, and it's a little more interesting than that. But I'll let you do your own research, guys. So this next article comes to us from Reuters, and Kelly was talking about this earlier about the U.S. Postal Service hiking prices. So you can check out the article from Reuters, or you can go to USPS.com and look at that there. But yeah, they're talking about the price increase and things like that. So, and what they're getting rid of, the first class. The next article comes to us from e-commerce bites, and in e-commerce bites, this article, oh, that Amazon is now using video chat to verify sellers, which I think is actually a good thing. So if you are a seller, let me just give you this heads up now. Pretty much every year since I've been selling, pretty much, there's been like 1 year, maybe two, where they didn't do this. There's this whole seller sort of approval process to be able to sell merchant fulfilled in Q4. And there's a benefit to being able to do that. Now, this is going to come up in August, but I'm telling you now, in July. One of the things that you have to do is you got to get your first sale. Typically, it's before, I feel like it's 8/1 or 8/31, but there's like some guidelines. So it's like either 8/1 or 8/31. They typically say you have to get your first sale before then. So because the process of creating your Amazon selling account has evolved over the years, if you want to be a seller, I would start going through the process in July so that you are sitting pretty to some extent by the time those like minimums come up. There's a whole bunch of minimums. You have to have shipped X number of items within a certain amount of time. You cannot have a certain percentage of returns. You can't have a certain percentage of defects. Like, I know Kelly knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Kelly?
Uh huh.
And so all of that is coming. It's not here yet. So right now it's probably semi nebulous for you. But with the fact that Amazon is using video chat to verify new sellers, you want to get that done now instead of trying to do it in August. That's the biggest thing. If you want to sell on Amazon this Q4, I am encouraging you strongly, and share this out with a friend. Tell somebody else to get this done now in July. Don't wait till August. That way you'll be sitting pretty. And I think the verification process and approval process for Amazon, for some people it's taking 2 weeks and all of that other stuff. So you just want to be mindful of all that. Okay, the next article comes to us from the New York Post, and this one has to do with, oh my gosh, I hate it when you can't see what the article is. So Overstock is going to relaunch Bed Bath & Beyond website after buying its intellectual property. So basically, Overstock is buying Bed Bath & Beyond online. So Bed Bath & Beyond will still exist in the universe online. And its owner is Overstock, or its owner will be Overstock. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I've driven by a couple of different places, several Bed Bath & Beyonds still shutting down. Bye Bye Baby, don't forget that they own Bye Bye Baby too, still shutting down the brick and mortars. So yeah, this is maybe an opportunity for you to find some of the deals. Overstock sometimes has good prices. So if there were some things that you were selling or sourcing from Bed Bath & Beyond, you could probably still be able to source it, possibly, if they still have those connections with those manufacturers. So this article comes to us from CBS News, and they are talking about Stitcher shuts down as a podcast. So shuts down its podcast. And here's the deal. It may not impact anybody, but it may impact you if you're a person who has a podcast or you're broadcasting on Stitcher. So you want to make sure your people know where to find you and how to find you. And there are people who sell stuff. They sell them through their podcast, meaning physical products, like stuff you would sell on Amazon and whatnot. So you just want to be mindful of the fact that Stitcher is going away if you're one of those people that's an influencer that's selling. You probably already know this. So, and then the last article comes to us from Axios, and it's talking about Amazon launches local business delivery network. So basically, Amazon is using local businesses to help with some of its deliveries. I think this is interesting. So you can, they're testing it out in 20 cities. So we'll see what this looks like. I don't know if they're trying to curve their shipping costs. They got those big, pretty trucks, and everybody's got vests, and I have no idea. But that is what they are doing. They're going to test this out in 20 locations. So we'll see how this goes. All right, sorry, my phone rang. So with that, we're going to get into today's topic. Now, I forgot to tell you what the topic was at the beginning of the podcast. And then, of course, I lost 100% connection. So our topic is products that you can source and sell in July. The ones that you should consider. Either you should consider sourcing them, you should consider selling them, listing them, or you should consider both, like sourcing them and then also listing them. All right, so Kelly, the first one is yours.
Fall, autumn prep for back to school and clothes, and everyone's going to start going camping, and or it gets cool during the day, during the evenings in some places, not down here in Texas. Um, but where during the day you could be wearing a t-shirt, and by the evening you got a flannel shirt over your t-shirt because it's getting chilly. Um, and just get prepped for the fall and autumn stuff. I mean, I've already seen pumpkin spice blade out there. People are already wanting their pumpkin spice stuff. It's almost time for pumpkin spice lattes. Not that I don't have pumpkin spice coffee already in my cabinets, but that's because I bought it on clearance. But
All right. Well, Kelly hit a whole bunch of them that are already on the list. So we're going to come back to them. But yeah, getting fall clothes together. So people get your jackets out, your hoodies. If you're doing print on demand, this is a great time to start putting up those designs. If you have some ideas, yes, it's July, but it's still a great time to do that. And so the rule of thumb has always been if it's spring, if it's currently spring, then you should be selling for the summer. If it's currently summer, you should be selling for the fall. If it's currently fall, you should be selling for the winter. So you always want to stay one season ahead. And if you do that, you'll be in a good position. So, stuff that people wear in the fall, be mindful of those things, or things that people need to buy to carry. The next one is fall prep activities. So in the fall, people, we're already in hurricane season, believe it or not, but because it typically starts at the end of June. But things like, your tarp for your motorcycle, your tarp for your boat, your things that you might do to kind of prepare your house for the chill that's going to be coming. It doesn't feel like the chill is ever going to arrive, especially if you're in Texas. Like it stays 90 degrees all the way up until it feels like Thanksgiving sometimes. But anyway, but there are things that people have to get in the fall. So if you have a problem with moisture, you can get moisture barriers because there's going to be lots of rain potentially, or if it gets cold in your house in certain parts, you want to start getting all those things together so that you are ready for the fall. Next one.
take advantage of summer clearance, so you can sell it next year. Or people go on cruises in December and they need swimsuits, so because you know, maybe they got skinny during the summer and now it's getting fall and now they're up a couple sizes, so they need a new swimsuit before the winter while they're taking their cruise. So, get some nice swimsuits, keep them up listed all year long. I've sold swimsuits in December, so, you know, they're not huge, fast sellers at that time, but you might be the only one that has that one. So,
There you go. Summer clearance. Believe it or not, it's coming. You're going to be so surprised when you walk in the store. Probably, I'm guessing, like in a couple more weeks, you'll walk in the store and be like, "What? They got swimsuits on clearance?" Like, yeah, they're bringing in all the fall stuff. So
mhm.
pay attention. Outdoor activities. So Kelly and I were talking before the podcast, and some of the things that people do. I didn't think about this, but it does really happen. I mean, I didn't think about it at the time, but camping around Labor Day. sometimes in October, like people are getting ready for, hunting season and all that other stuff. So anything that has to do with outdoor glamping, outdoor roughing it, outdoor last minute or last time that the whole family can get together before you get really heavy into the school year. Let's all go on a camping trip or go to the lake or go, whatever. So all of those types of things people will be potentially buying, and that's one of those things that you could begin sourcing now, or you can begin creating those listings now. Anything else you want to add to that, Kelly?
Um, but hunting is a big thing that starts happening. So that's another thing. I remembered camping, but you brought up hunting. Yeah.
Yeah, hunting. I remember that from Norman. Norman was on our team, and we love Norman. I think of him at least once a month now. It used to be once a week, once a day, and now it's once a month. But Norman, you're still there, always in the back of my mind about those. He used to sell the big giant
Gazebos,
go with the gazebos, yeah. But he also used to sell the big
gun
gun,
cabinets.
yeah, the storage gun contain, whatever. And he would always remind me, like, those things sell, Nicole. They're huge, they're big, they're heavy, but they sell. People buy those so that they can store their guns. So
Outdoor entertaining. So as it gets cooler, then people start doing fire pits and stuff in the evenings because it's actually cool enough to be sitting around a fire and enjoying the cool nights and still entertaining. Even now people are grilling and finding ways to enjoy the outside, even though the swimming pool might be feeling like a bathtub when you jump into it in the afternoons. So outdoor entertainment. I was at Aldi's today, and they had patio furniture. They had a fire pit. They had you know large dice for the backyard to play games. And so find ways to go out, and then the football season's coming up. So
oh yeah,
yeah. So you might be still cool enough that you can set up. I've seen people set up was like those big old projector screens, and they're watching the game while grilling and having a great old time, enjoying it with the neighbors, and cheering the games on, college or professional. So yeah, lots of great ideas you could do.
there you go. Replenishables. People are going to be still. We're going to talk about consumables in a second. I was going to say cookout, but people are still buying things that they've got to toss once they use it. Simple things like, for me, gauze, cotton balls, neosporin, supplements. Like, when you run out, you got to go buy some more. Carpet fresh,
Yep.
disinfecting wipes, light bulbs, duct tape. So replenishables will always sell. When you are in doubt about what a replenishable is, I just want you to make a note. For just do this for at least 4 weeks. Make a note of everything that you put in your cart when you went to every single store you went to, whether it was a grocery store or whether it was a Walmart or a Target or something like that, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar General, whatever. Just make a note of the stuff you put in your cart. There's a reason why you put it in there. And the majority of the things that we buy as humans are things that it ran out and I got to go get some more. Regardless of where you live in the world, there's a lot of stuff that we buy when we buy online and or in the stores physically, that we rebuy it because we ran out of it. And so if it's used up and you got to get some more, whether it's get some more next week or get some more once a quarter or once a year, that's considered a replenishable. So you should always be selling those.
So consumables, same, things you consume, food, vitamins, medicines, those kind of things. I mean, I'm thinking about, you know, there's lots of stuff I've added to my since I started on the weight loss journey, I've started adding taking some different um, supplements to help, and so that those things, I've like added protein powder that to Amazon to automatically send to me, so that I always have it on hand. So yeah, just think about that, because people all will be buying that stuff. We don't have little pills to fill our stomachs. We have to have food. We have to have groceries. That kind of such. Dog food, cat food.
And think about sauces, marinades, and spices. Like this is a great
Hmm. Oh
time.
yeah.
Those marinades, those sauces, those spices. This is a perfect time because we're going into the cooking season. People are going to be losing their minds in the kitchen. So because we are going into go into a food coma season, this is a great time to buy that kind of stuff, or to sell it, or to source it, because of the fact that people are going to be cooking. We're going into that season. And to piggyback off of that, this is also a good time to be storing up some of them books, cookbooks. Because again, people
Hmm.
are going to buy those. You could start sourcing those now so you can list them a little bit later, and people are going to start buying them. They don't, they're going to start buying their cookbooks probably in September, as they are thinking about who's all coming for Thanksgiving. Well, Sally is bringing her kids, and so is bringing whatever. And they're literally going to be figuring out what the menu is going to be, probably starting as early as September, Labor Day, when they all get together. They're going to be having a conversation about Thanksgiving. That's the other thing. Like, just remember that I said that. Remember that I said that.
There's some early planners. We're
Yeah.
like the week before Thanksgiving. Who's bringing what?
Well, those people that are really like extreme planners, they're going to be doing that when they get together, because that's the only time that the whole family's together. They all came together for Labor Day. They can be like, okay, what are we doing for Thanksgiving, and what are we doing for Christmas? They're going to be talking about it. So, and if they
We're
don't
like, we don't know until we know our work schedules.
that's probably true too. All right, so back to school. Kelly mentioned that at the beginning, but I know it was on the list. Back to school, preschool, Head Start, all the way up to 12th grade. Look, school is starting. I cannot wait. I got 4 weeks until my kids go back to school. Let me just tell you, every day I'm doing the jig. Every day that's down is one day closer to them going back to school. I love my kids, but I'm ready for them to go. I love them so much. Anyway, so back to school, everything back to school. It's not just clothes, it's not just school supplies. It is everything that is back to school, including the stuff the teachers need, and including stuff that the schools need, and including stuff that bus drivers need. Like, you could run the gamut of anything and everything that is back to school related. The lunch lady, like everybody needs something. So there's a bunch of replenishables that the lunch lady needs. Okay. So if you wanted to start a B2B business, this would be a good time to start one. I mean, well, probably a little earlier than now, but either way, you get the idea.
And back to college. So now you have, and people starting college. So you have, kids, who are going off freshman year, and they have to stay in the dorm rooms. So they need stuff for their dorm rooms. They need, bed sheets and, stuff to clean their dorm room, because, they're not going to clean unless mom's coming every other week. They need school supplies on top of that. And the little dorm fridge, and maybe a care package that is put together, bundle idea, from their aunties, and to send them, with fun little snack ideas for the dorm room, so they can, while they're studying, they could snack and get the freshman 15. Um, so, and, hangers and bath soaps, and if they're in a dorm room where they have, I remember my first dorm room it was like you had to go down the hall to, there was like that huge bathroom with like 10 showers in it. So you had to have a little caddy to hold your shampoo,
Yep.
conditioner, and and you had to wear. make sure you wear flip flops because you didn't want to get some warts on your feet. So
Yep, shower shoes. So hey, somebody somewhere is gonna be sourcing some shower shoes.
yeah.
And if you can't find shower shoes, heck, swim shoes work too. So
Hmm.
I've sold both during back to school time, and they both work. So there's an idea for you. But in any case, all of these things, there's so many things that we could list for July. We just want to encourage you to get started. Don't sit back and relax. Don't wait to the last minute. Start doing everything that you need to do. Start doing it now. Don't procrastinate. Get going. Um, July is already here, and there's still time to be able to source some of those stuff and take advantage of some of the items that may actually pop up during Prime Day if it makes sense for you. If you can't sell the Prime Day items, think about the accessories or things that are frequently bought together. Think about those as well as potential ideas, or selling multiples of something that you see, because again, that might be a great time to source it so that you can resell it during Q4. Think of the deals. And if you can get it for an amazing deal right now and it can be resold in Q4 or be in demand in Q4, I say you go for it. So, if you haven't already done so, this is again the eCom Sellers Podcast. Share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the eCom Sellers Podcast and tune in for another episode. We share these every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on our YouTube channel. So, subscribe to our YouTube channel because we would love to have you as a subscriber. So, with that, eCom Sellers Podcast. Oh, I missed Halloween. I thought I was done. Halloween is one more. Halloween, you can start sourcing and selling for Halloween. Yes, I forgot that there was one more. Okay.
Okay, I sold Halloween item this weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, people are buying Halloween. And also their school plays. You never know what some of the stuff that you have. People might be buying it because they need it for an upcoming school play. School's going to be starting. The drama department, the theater department is going to need stuff, and they're going to be buying stuff. I can't believe that I had two more. But anyway, and Q4 inventory product ideas. So, Kelly, do you have anything you want to add to Q4 inventory product ideas?
Christmas. Get Christmas listed. I know Hobby Lobby's probably about to get Christmas up. I have to ask my daughter. My daughter works at Hobby Lobby, and she's like always telling me, "Oh yeah, our summer stuff's this amount percent off." And I'm like, "Well, let me know when it's 90% off so I can go there." Um,
I know that's right.
so yeah, Christmas. I've been listing Christmas stuff. Like I said, I just sold some Halloween stuff this weekend. So everyone's starting to think about those fall and winter, like say, holiday crafting stuff is selling well right now because yeah, people making their crafts right now for craft shows, and so maybe if you have a craft kit or um, Halloween, Christmas colors of yarn and such that you can make bundles for people because people are going to make. My mom crochets and sells uh, crafts at craft shows during the fall. So yeah, just those kind of ideas.
There you go. All right, I think this is the last one. So, everything
Mhm.
I said before, I'm not going to repeat it, but definitely subscribe to our channel. All right, so with that, I do want to invite you all to register or sign up for the ecom for the Side Hustle Summit that's being hosted by Ecom Sellers. So the Side Hustle Summit, you go to sidehustlesummit.net. Again, sidehustlesummit.net. We did update the dates. We had another speaker that wanted to join us, so I'm excited about that. But it's July the 19th through the 21st. We make some accommodations to do that. So July 19th through the 21st, we want you to register. We're going to be covering a lot of cool things that are side hustle related. So don't miss out on the summit. Again, July 19th through the 21st, sidehustlesummit.net, sidehustlesummit.net. And then some of the things, once you register, you're going to be able to watch each day because it is free to register. You'll be able to watch each day individually. But if you want to go back and watch Friday's session on Wednesday, you're going to have to grab the all access pass. So just want you to know that if you want to watch Thursday's session watch Wednesday session on Thursday, you won't be able to do that. So you'll have to grab the all access pass. Now, I will tell you, each day's session is going to be available for at least 18 hours. So you'll be able to have 18 hours worth of viewing time. You're also going to get a free summit workbook. The workbook is going to showcase each individual speaker and how to contact them with clickable links. And you'll also have a place where you can store any notes, golden nuggets that you got from each speaker. And you can enter our giveaways once you register. You're going to be given a link to our giveaways. We have a boatload of giveaways. Like we have uh, 18 giveaways. I had to count that really quick. We have 18 giveaways, 18 of them. So the early bird price is going to end next Monday, the 17th. So you want to go ahead and grab the all access pass. What you're getting with the all access pass is ridiculous. It's a lot of goodness, it's a lot of greatness, and this is the only summit that is designed to help you make money this weekend, like start your business this weekend. So sign up for the Side Hustle Summit at sidehustlesummit.net. Again, sidehustlesummit.net. Some of the giveaways, we have 1,000 AI prompt list, 500 side hustles, 200 AI uh, tools, 500 business you can start this weekend, 200 AI side hustles. We've got the Amazon 90-day planner, eBay 90-day planner, Etsy 90-day planner. We also have the physical 2024 planners, and we have an all access pass. We have a couple of other things too, but yeah, sign up today. Go at sidehustlesummit.net. Share it out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the Side Hustle Summit. So with that, I didn't lose anything, I don't think. I mean, I lost everything else, but all my other windows are gone and closed. But yeah, I'm still here. So my name is Nicole Whitlock.
And I'm Kelly, the eCom Mom Ward.
And this has been the eCom Sellers Podcast. We do this every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in for another episode of the eCom Sellers Podcast where we will be sharing with you e-commerce news, tips, and more. And again, this week's tip was things that you should source and sell in July. So go check that out. And with that, we are going to say goodbye for now. Bye,
Bye.
y'all.